What up, everybody? Sorry about that technical difficulties. All right, so like I was explaining, so these episodes we're gonna play some videos predicting that, because we are technically not in the age that we think we are. The date is not 2024. It's 2016, according to Ethiopian Bible's fucking calendar with 13 months. So we're gonna explore that. So today's date, let's see, I wrote down last night. Today's date is 6/13/2016, according to the Ethiopian Bible. So with that being said, we were gonna dive into what's predicted for 2016. Think about it, guys. If we change the Bible, in the early 1920s over to the Roman Bible or Roman calendar, This is what we got to deal with. Everything was spent. $16. And I want to point out that this was, when was this put out there? 8 years ago. Okay. So 8 years ago, prediction. Nostradamus. Well, he predicted it longer, but this video was out here 8 years ago. Now I want to point out, you guys are going to find some of this shit fishy. Just so you know. I just want to stop on that one. We only will stop on dime on that one. Do you see what that says? Okay, here, let me back it up. How the fuck did Nostradamus predict that? But Nostradamus predict that one right there. Donald Trump will win by popular vote, but not the Electoral College. And that's my whole point right there. Unusual planetary alignments. India was better. What the fuck is Spikeball? Like, that's got me interested now. We're gonna go 2016 predictions. Let's get into it. Nostradamus effect. This is wow. What do you guys take upon that? Here, and this will break it down a little easier for you guys. Nostradamus was a seer in the fucking early 1600s, 1500s, and he predicted all kind of things. I don't know, last night it just appealed to me. It's like, why pause this again. So yeah, it just hit me. I'm like, our calendar's off. What the fuck? Like, so all these predictions that these guys did back in the 18 on back, 1600s, 1500s, they're all going to be off. They all were not going off the Roman calendar. They're going off of the true calendar. It's the 13 months, the 28 days. You got one day that carries over. Actually, that one day that they preach is like it's not a day. You know what I mean? It's just a day. It doesn't have a name. It makes sense. So, all right, let's get into this. I'm going to take a dab while we're watching this.
Nostradamus was a French apothecary who became known for his prophetic predictions. He lived during the 1500s, but made several predictions about the 20th and 21st century. The eerie thing about the predictions is the fact they actually came true. In this video, we will take a look at his most notable predictions and the predictions he made for 2016. Number 5. Atomic bomb. During the final stages of World War II, in August of 1945, the United States, with the consent of the UK, dropped 2 atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This tactic was used in order to try and force the Japanese into surrendering. The first bomb was dropped on August 6th onto the city of Hiroshima. The bomb was named Little Boy and had a blast power of over 20,000 tons of TNT. The Little Boy bomb killed over 130,000 people. This included men, women, and children. The initial blast killed 80,000 people and 50 to 60,000 died from radiation poisoning. The city of Hiroshima claims that the final death toll was close to 240,000 due to lingering radiation. Although the Japanese were shaken by the bombings, they still didn't surrender, which led to the United States once again dropping a bomb on a different city. Just a few days later, on August 9th, they attacked the city of Nagasaki. The bomb they used was called Batman. It destroyed most of Nagasaki and killed 70,000 people. 6 days later, Japan surrendered, and this ultimately marked the end of World War II. The bombs left such a devastating effect that the civilian shadows could be seen cast on the floor due to the blast. This remains the only use of nuclear weapons for warfare in history. Now, as for Nostradamus' predictions, there are actually 2 parts to this prediction. This is the first part. There will be unleashed live fire, hidden death, horrible and frightful within the globes. By night, the city reduced to dust by the fleet. The city of fire, the enemy amenable. The second part goes like this. The heavenly dart will stretch its course. Death in speaking, a great achievement. The proud nation brought low by the stone in the tree. Rumors of a monstrous human being bring purge, then expiation. So now let's break the prediction down. The first line explains live fire by hidden death. This sums up the atomic bomb perfectly, as it contains the live fire aspect that causes mass death but remains hidden. To break this down further, you could say that the live fire aspect is the initial blast, and the hidden aspect is the radiation that lingers on. Horrible and frightful within the globes could explain the shape of the bombs, as Little Boy and Batman were both large rounded bombs which were similar to darts, which could also explain the second.
That's not what it said. That is not what it said. What? Horrible and frightful inside the globe. We all know we live in a firmament. That would be the globe.
Second part of the prediction, but we will get to that. The next line describes how the city will be reduced to dust by night. This doesn't really fit, as the bombings occurred in the morning, but it could explain the long flight the US made from America to Japan. As for the city of fire and the enemy amenable, this is pretty much self-explanatory. After the bombings, Japan surrendered. Now for the second part. He describes a heavenly dart. This can be broken down to describe the bombs. Think about it. The bombs are shaped like darts, and also, the heavenly aspect could describe one of 2 things. The atomic aspect as heavenly could refer to the atoms in space which us and the universe are made out of. Also, heavenly could refer to the aspect that they were dropped from the sky. Death in speaking, a great achievement. This could describe the US sense of achievement for killing hundreds of thousands of civilians purely for the act of war. Number 4, 9/11. We most likely all know what occurred on September the 11th, 2001. A series of 4 coordinated terrorist attacks carried out by Al-Qaeda. 4 planes were hijacked. 2 were crashed into the World Trade Centers, 1 crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, and the other crashed into the Pentagon. The attacks claimed the lives of 2,900 plus people and injured 6,000 others. Along with this, many people suffered severe illnesses from contaminated air. There have been theories that the attacks were an inside job orchestrated by the US government as a false flag method to invade the Middle East to obtain its resources. However, this topic is for a different video entirely. Now for Nostradamus' prediction. There has been speculation that he said 2 steel shall fly into hollow mountains. However, this has never been proven to be one of his actual predictions. The only actual prediction which relates to 9/11 is this. Earth-shaking flames from the world's centers roar and make the earth around a new city quiver. This was supposedly meant to occur close to 1999. This could explain the collapse of the World Trade Centers as he explained the world centers. He also said it would cause the new city to quiver. Could this possibly mean New York City? This could also possibly be explaining an earthquake. Number 3, JFK assassination. John F. Kennedy was the 35th president of the United States. He was assassinated on November 22nd, 1963, while passing through the Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. While riding in a presidential motorcade, the president was shot. He was shot twice, one hitting him in the back, and the second was the kill shot which hit his head.
President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
The assassin was Lee Harvey Oswald, a former Marine. He shot from the 6th floor of the Texas School Book Depository. When he was arrested, he claimed he didn't kill Kennedy and that he was a scapegoat. Due to many mysterious details and cover-ups regarding the assassination, many conspiracy theories came about. Some claim Oswald was under mind control by the US government, and others claim Oswald wasn't the shooter at all. Now as for the prediction, Nostradamus said, "The great man will be struck down in a day by a thunderbolt." The evil deed predicted by the bearer of a petition. According to the prediction, another falls at the nighttime. Conflict in Reims, London, and pestilence in Tuscany. Many believe that the great man represents President Kennedy and the thunderbolt represents the sniper bullet. The second falling is meant to represent Robert Kennedy, who is JFK's brother. Robert was assassinated in 1968. The final part of the prediction is yet to be decoded. Number 2, Princess Diana's death. Diana, the Princess of Wales, was the first wife of Prince Charles. She was also the mother to Prince William and Prince Harry. She was also involved in extensive charity work. This included animal protection and her fight against the use of landmines. Diana died on the 31st of August 1997.
Diana, Princess of Wales, has died after a car crash in Paris.
She was fatally injured in a car crash while traveling through a tunnel in Paris. Not only did Diana die, but so did her companion Dodi Fayed and the driver Henry Paul. After her death, many conspiracy theories appeared. Dodi's dad, Mohammed Al Fayed, had claimed that Diana and Dodi were killed and that the crash was planned by the royal family and carried out by the MI6. The creepy thing about this theory is that there was a letter which was released which was written by Diana in the early 90s. The letter was given to her butler. This is what it said. "This particular phase of my life is the most dangerous. My husband is planning an accident in my car, brake failure, and serious head injury, in order to make the path clear for him to marry Tiggy." Tiggy was the nanny for William and Harry. There was also a rumor that Princess Diana was pregnant with Dodi Fayed's child. Among all the conspiracy theories, the official verdict was that her death was caused by reckless driving from Paul in order to try and escape the pursuing paparazzi. Now as for the prediction, Nostradamus said this: "The penultimate of the surname of the prophet will take Diana to her day of rest. At a distance, they will wander in frenetic grief, delivering great people from ruin." This is one of the few times Nostradamus used actual names. Diana is believed to represent Princess Diana, and the surname of the prophet may link to Dodi Fayed's dad, as his name is Muhammad. The frenetic grief could be an expression for the public outcry after the announcement of her death. Number 1, Hitler. Most likely one of the most notorious men in history, Adolf Hitler was an Austrian-born German politician who ruled the Nazi Party from 1933 to 1945. He is also responsible for the Holocaust, which caused the death of 13 million plus people. During this time, the Nazis under the order of Hitler set up—
I'm sorry, every time I hear Austrian, I think of the memes with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then,
extermination camps and concentration camps. This is where they killed and experimented on Jews, Soviet prisoners of war, Soviet civilians, Polish civilians, Yugoslavian civilians, disabled people, homosexuals, and gypsies. Many other people were sent there which haven't been reported. He was killing off this mass number of people as he wanted to create the perfect Aryan race. This is a form of eugenics. People believe the elite of today are still using this method on the human—
Hey, he was killing off the homosexuals too? Oh man, you couldn't be a fanny bandit back then.
Population by poisoning the food and water supply. Now for the prediction. This is what Nostradamus predicted. From the depths of West Europe, a young child will be born of poor people. He who will by his tongue will seduce a great troop. His fame will increase towards the realm of the East. Hitler's parents were poor and he came from a small part of Austria. His speech skills allowed him to become the Chancellor of Germany, which led him to creating the Nazi Party. As for the realm of the East, this could be an explanation for the Japanese allies he built a relationship with. Nostradamus also claimed that this person would be called Hister. He also predicted the fall of Hitler. This is what he said. Beasts ferocious with hunger will cross the rivers. The greater part of the battlefield will be against Hister. Into a cage of iron will the Great One be drawn, when the child of Germany observes nothing. Now let's see what 2016 has in store for us. This is what Nostradamus predicted for 2016. These have been translated
What up, Will?
to be able to understand them easier. The predictions claim the Middle East will be set on fire. He claims petrol and oil will be ablaze. Not only this, but there will be explosions in the Middle East. Also, the White House will play warlike games. Along with this, the Third World War is supposedly meant to occur. This could be quite possible.
This is why I'm hitting on this right now. Okay? That's why shit aligns right now. Okay, remember that date I told you guys in the beginning? Today is supposedly 6/13/2016 in the original calendar. Okay, the one Ethiopia still goes by.
Due to all the madness that's going on in the world. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up.
That was the prime example right there. That was what this whole thing was about. Was Nostradamus 2016 prediction. Okay, it says World War III. I'm sorry if you guys ain't been paying attention. We are like in the brink of that. Middle East is fucking going crazy right now. Rockets, bombs, drones. Okay, this is a fact. This man predicted this shit way back in the 15th century. Anywho, let's do a dab. Should pop up another video. Let me see if I can find another one. Some just past time. Waiting on the wife to get back home. What up, Will? I see you, Will. How you doing? Hey, fuck, here we go. Let me try some flight pass this morning. Let's see if this works. Let's see if the exchange is working. ADBS exchange, come on. I don't know if ADBS exchange is gonna work. That was my flight radar I use. Flight radar 24/7 has a cool feature where you can actually click on a plane and then it does like a 3D flying. So then it like gives you a fake ass image of the plane, but then you can see all the terrain it's flying over. It's kind of cool. This one don't have that. Where's your guys' takes, man, on this? We're living in 2016. What's your guys' take? Let's get this up here. Last thing I was tracking was a drone. Yeah, we had a drone last night that was flying over by Washington, D.C. here. See what we got up. Who is up in the air? All right, nothing to worry about. Scroll around a little. Black Hawk, yeah, more likely. Another Black Hawk. Another Black Hawk. Oh, look at that. We got some rain showers coming in. Right there. I don't think the exchange likes me anymore. Okay, see, this is all of our lists. What the fuck's up with that? Airbus helicopter. Why are we in red? Pull that over. Oh, that's that first one I popped up on. Whoa, Canada's up flying. What you got? Text 2. Oh, prop fucking engine jet. Or prop engine fighter. Cessna 172 Skyhawk military. See, there's our Texan 2. Oh, this is bad party again. There we go. There we go. There's that plane. We zoomed in on it. I mean, if they hadn't froze. All right, let's get up. Oh, we really did freeze. So if you don't Good morning, Yuko. Sorry, my shit went out. I'll switch over to the phone. So yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I gotta show you. I caught one of them lasers coming from Minneapolis. I literally caught one of them lasers. Know what that laser is doing? Is it's fucking superheating up the metals that they put in here to control the storms. Now watch, this storm here is gonna grow. We already got this one here. That one's gonna grow now. Wow. I've never caught that on flight radar before. Usually you only catch that like on a sweep. On an actual Doppler radar or Nexstar. Nexrad. Wow. There's one sweeping out in the middle of Lake Michigan right now. Look at that. Right out in the middle of Lake Michigan. Never caught that on my radar before, ever. Wow. You got a few jets up down by Oklahoma City. Northrop Talons, okay, they're actual jets, training jets. Looks like they got them dashing around the storm. Yeah, it's not unusual to catch a bunch of Talons. Catch them in Oklahoma and catch them down towards Austin, Texas area. Well, hell, I think I'm gonna hop off here. I love everybody. Stay motivated, stay on your grind.